Welcome to Dan ARG YouTube. Comrade Newton, they ask which kind offense Biafra leader Nnamdi Kanu commit wey they take put am for inside prison. He also ask people wey celebrate with Adams Oshiomhole for his 70 years birthday. He say for 8 years wey Oshiomhole take dey for office, wetin he do for Edo people? Make I leave you, make you hear from Comrade Newton, the message we bring come today.
PDP that would have also been opposition party, who would have tried to see how they can privately join hand with Nnamdi Kanu to make sure that they save their nations. They don't care. Go on. None of their children is at home. These idiots celebrating birthday, people were writing here and there. I just wonder. Someone who does not care whether your father will go to farm, who have not done anything good in the state that we are seeing today. Mention one thing Oshiomhole did that Edo people up to today, we are happy about it, if not Oshiomhole. For 8 years, that we are happy about at least this thing, he did it. Go and see road, we are still tying. Erosion is still everywhere. School, we are still, children are still sitting down on the ground today. Crimes are still everywhere. Then you are happy celebrating such an idiotic man. A wonderful morning from here. God bless you all. Please, if you are watching this very broadcast, make sure you share. For those of you that are going to also be seeing this broadcast later in the day, don't hesitate to also share, because I have a little thought to share with you. As usual, you know, as an average black man or Nigerian, what we always believe that God have chosen people to preach the gospel. We are not only getting it clear that as God is choosing people to preach the gospel, mark up mega churches. Also, the same way God can also call a foot soldier. If you check Moses in the Bible, he was not a preacher of the word. Jesus Christ was a preacher of the word. Moses, all he does was to go to war and deliver the children of Israel because they were in captivity. Now, I've brought something to our understanding today. The reason why I probably prefer to do teaching rather than to just come and do whatever people are doing. A lot of people today, they receive money from Facebook. I'm not jealousing them. God bless them for that, because it's not easy. I'm just trying to make references, you know. But why did I choose not to bother myself about monetizing my page or anything like monetization exists? Because every one of us cannot go towards the same directions. If you watch it today, we have mega churches in our place. They've not been able to do anything, and we respected them. And the kind of fight we fight for these people who feel they brought salvation, and the salvation they brought was fake. Look at the body of Christ today. A lot of menace is happening. Now, MAZI Nnamdi Kanu, for quite some time right now, being detentions. Don't you think or realize that the person in detention today, that God have also sent him to come and deliver us from captivity of this Fulani Caliphate? Because I want us to begin to combine a lot of dots. We always believe on man of God. Hey, don't talk to him anyhow. Now, as they are preaching the gospel, would there be somebody also that's also go to replace Moses, go to take us from this captivity? The only person today who can stop the menace today you are seeing in Nigeria is MAZI Nnamdi Kanu. I'm not trying to play politics here. I know you guys believe in settlement, and they are getting closer every day by day. I warn you about New World Agenda. You didn't believe. I warn you about the population agenda. You didn't believe. What are you seeing today in Nigeria? The injection did not say in Nigeria. That's why the world, they turn up their face against Nigeria so that many then can remain. Because it's all about one world religion. And the kind of word that is coming, it is made for the Fulani, not made for you. That's why, if you watch it today, there will be killings everywhere. Why do you think they are killing? Why do you think they are killing? Why do you think they are bombing barracks? Why do you think they are bombing military bases? They are doing it so that the SASA today, I be the Southeast, not be so now they talk. They have nobody to fight for them when it comes to war. They have nobody to fight for them. In Santa Candona today, you know the disaster that will be happening there. If they can kill their own people, they want to fair for you their own people to show example. So that the rest of that states, they know say they've already captured that side finish. They giving money to our leaders. Our leader, they have signed deal with them. Please come and collect the land. We are tired. If you add your voice, I add my own. With prayers and supplications, releasing Wetin Nnamdi Kanu is very, very easy. It's not all about what you feel in your mind. No. We're in a very big mess. I know a lot of people who does not feel there's nothing happening. I tell you today, there's something happening. You know, I begin to see Nnamdi Kanu being in prison. People who are supposed to be in the same struggle with him sold him out. I begin to see it as the dream of David, when David told his brother, the children of Jacob, that I had a dream, look at what happened. They sold him out. And could you know, selling Joseph was what made the children of Israel be in captivity. You selling Nnamdi Kanu is what was happening today. If Nnamdi Kanu was not arrested, they would have not taken Nigeria to this extent. That's just the true stories. You and I is going to have ourselves to blame by not doing the right thing at the right time. I know a lot of you have prayed that may die for prison. That man not go die for prison. He's safe in where he is by the grace of God Almighty. But now you're not safe. Because even the people that arrested him, the deep states, some of these plans you see that today is happening to Nnamdi Kanu is a direction from the West. Because the only person who is going to obstruct them during this their very new world order is Nnamdi Kanu. And they have no option. They must leave him. They must leave him, whether they like it or not. So that's just the good news. So for people fooling themselves, keep on fooling yourself. So make with the man with they say, I've talked about it several times without numbers. I've talked about it several times without numbers. Let always man who will sell. Let always man will sell. It is very, very imperative with man who will sell. Let me read the heading to us before we proceed. Please, if you have not shared, make sure you share and invite your friends. Because we are trying to see the little we can to see if we can save one or two persons. Because some are vying to go to Senate, House of, but nobody talked about the insecurity we are facing. Nobody talked about the insecurity we are facing because what they feel that it does not mean. Now, the question is, what offense has MAZI Nnamdi Kanu committed for demanding a better life for the dying Nigerians? Is a question mark. MAZI Nnamdi Kanu can solve the insecurity problem in Nigeria. He got the solution. Now, why did I say he got the solution? The reason why I'm going to be breaking a lot of things right now, because most of us, we have lost our consciousness. That's why we doesn't bloody care whether anything's happening in our domain. As soon as we just wake up, you know, we eat, and that's all. What will be before us, we don't know. That's why people don't do calculation. I'm going to be explaining that to you. Then, what is the gain? What is your gain in detaining an innocent man in the prison because he demanded a better life for the dying Nigerians? Beware of false politicians. They're everywhere. As we are going to beware of false prophets, also beware of false politicians. So that's that. Now, let me first of all break this one to you. Why did I say he has a solution or he can solve Nigerian security problem? You can see that when he launched ESN, Nigerian government and the politicians, based on that, their allies, they were so astonished. They were surprised. Why would this guy do this thing? And really try. Who is it not David Umahi that is a governor of Ebonyi State? That man confessed by his mouth. Before he was arrested, there was no longer Fulani in Igbo land. All of them was almost being cleared. You know, every one of us, we have different potentialities. Just the same way we have men of God today doing their own. Let everyone assume they are real, for example, of which I know it is fake. And this is what gives us problem today. The reason why they were able to draw your attentions come and worship in the church. But who is going to be your foot soldiers? Nobody talk about it, so our foot soldiers. You want to use the blood for everything. This is where our problem started from. Are they were doing their prayer from inside the church? Praying, maybe you yourself that also believe on tradition, you were also doing your kanjo or whatever. Also praying for God to protect this very man. It would have been protected. The same politician and the same some of these pastors sold him out. Because these people, they don't send you. Their children, they are schooling abroad. And their wife does not even go to market. They have Egbe with that go to market. When their wife and their children is inside the house, they have bodyguards who's going to sacrifice their lives for them. So if they come to the altar and they are not talking about the insecurity you are facing, they don't need you around them. You are disturbing them. They don't need you around them. So if you are being the type who do follow us and you think critically like me, you should understand that what's happening today is a part and parcel of these injection issues. A lot of you don't believe until it gets to you. That's the problem we have here. If you watch it, what I know how to do is combine dots. I know what's going to be happening next. And I know why this thing is happening. Do you think, have you seen any footage, a real footage, the way we are seeing our own sharing video of what have happened in Ukraine? Inside this very weekend, we passed. So Zelensky went to Grammy Award. He went to Grammy Award. Almost the same one like what these people did. He was given a Grammy Award for what? So you can see that everybody, despite Ukraine is not a part of NATO, it's not a part of UN, he needed the emergency membership of EU. It was never given. But look at the whole country of the EU, the UN nations, how they concentrated as if one better thing is happening. Now, have you ever begun to wonder, why are they not talking about Nigerian situations? What have we done wrong? The other day, Antonio Guterres, the Secretary General of UN, quickly came out and sent message to Putin because Putin want to make sure they lost every of their thing they have there. A lot of labs have been destroyed as we speak. The whole Europe, the center for money laundering, pedophile, child trafficking is in Ukraine. And the same Zelensky, he playing double game. He's here and there. And he's fooling Biden Fed. That's why he's always asking them for ammunitions. Hey, give me ammunition. Put me into NATO. Put me into UN. Put me into EU. He played two cards. But at the end of the day, now Assad, now he want to make you win. Things are no longer the way you feel it is. How are we going to save our nations? Please, tell your government or tell your allies, whether or not they do meeting for night, God go punish all of una so na tell older man. None of una go survive wetin dey come. Because benin dey say otodedo hun dey, not be one person, no, not be for one person. Sky, ground dey open, sky dey fall, not be for one person. It's for everybody. I'm 6,000 kilometers away from where they are bombing. Even it is even nuclear weapon, it can't get here. And I'm set up my fight. I'm fighting here. I must fight it to the last. Zektakron must be buried. The New World Order must be buried. The population agenda must be buried. It's what we are fighting for. And they are praising Zelensky as an hero. I am more ironic than Zelensky because my fight is real. We know what we have gone through, but we are not counting those ones now. But thank God that we have testimonies. So what we get to unanimously do is to make sure, begin to hashtag free MAZI NNAMDI KANU. Your deliverer is who they are putting in the prison. Since they arrested Nnamdi Kanu, what have changed? They arrested Nnamdi Kanu to suppress ESN. That is security from heaven God just gave to you. It was the foot soldier of Moses, like the foot soldier of Moses. So we are only believing on the things of the spirit. What about the things of the physical? We have a lot of buildings So mega churches in our places, none of them could come out and say, look how we are going to do this. Is it after Adeboye might have listened to some of my hard criticism? I think he started talking to federal government now. Why they're not starting right from time? I think he's now asking the money they are borrowing, what are they using it for? Because it's already too late. He himself, waiting there be one maker, the chairman of New World, One World Religion. He knows say that One World Religion not go get head. Any person you see today that is repenting, he don't get signal. Say the one way day, so he don't go survive now. So a lot is happening. That's why I warned you that time. On no account, instead of if people is insulting Putin, if you cannot fight them, you don't feel bad them for nose. Just keep quiet. Tell that person, may God forgive you your sins. Don't know what you are doing. Things is not the way it ought to be. It is our duty and our responsibility to save MAZI Nnamdi Kanu. Let them not be open for election. It's going to be very crazy. Let me play a footage to you. A video of how the Fulani occupy now Abuja Kanu Road. They are just celebrating. Look at it. Oh, please, hold on. I wanted to reduce the volume. They are on the roadblock. Please click love and like so that I can put this video, please. That one and then. Now, do you know the way we come here abroad to come and hustle? Also bandits right now come to Nigeria just to come and hustle. The way most people were doing, they'll carry Peking come. You better come and come pay them. Now so then they import these people come now. They don't get mercy. Anyone who you carry, you feel kill them. If you know so you go free bring money, collect the money, bring my share, come from. That's what they are doing. They are using it for business. But you see, when we left home, now our body will come to work. We know what we will go through for their hand. They say this land, we not go fit do ashawo for here. We not go fit do courtesy for here. We not go fit do 19 men for here. We know how many of our people today that are still in the prison. Because we are a foreigner, we intend to bring, okay, if we use this intellect, okay, now you carry person conjunct, for example. Have you done any bad thing? You have not done any bad thing. But automatically, these people, they change everything. That's what they do. They change everything automatically. Why did they change it? Because they feel say, they don't need that way they do here. That's what they feel. But right now, people left home, come to our country, just to come and kill us, do whatever thing they want to do with us. Then we are comfortable with it. We are not seeing anything wrong with this very narrative. Then we are still having the effrontery to start fighting ourselves. For how long are we going to continue this mess? No, do we still think at all? Why do we eventually just lost our consciousness just like that. Let me show you another one again of what they did today in Southern Kaduna. We are not talking about the genocide they did the other time. They went to army barrack and everybody there, they killed a lot of our soldiers. And the people they are killing right now, they are not killing our soldiers, so their own. They are killing our own who would have defended us when the war breaks out. If the South even have any soldiers right now who can carry AK-47 and combat with anything bandit, I don't think. No one. They don't kill all of them, finish. Now, look at it. Eleven soldiers dead as gunmen attack military base in Kaduna, scatter away ammunition and the rest of other things. We are not talking about the mass burial we have been seeing. We are not talking about the ones that look at IDP camps everywhere. All those things are done by foreigners. Those are not done by Nnamdi Kanu. The offense of Nnamdi Kanu here, please stop killing these people. They deserve to live. But ignorantly, because they taught you ethnicity, whether you learn it from your parents or you learn it from your father, I don't know. Then you are using ethnicity. Do you know this thing going to affect? There is no war. It's the invitation that is happening in Ukraine. Now they face war. Now they face invasion. Invitation is what is happening in Ukraine. Now they face evictions. These people, they come Nigeria and come also. So far, AK-47, they pay millions put. That's why if they catch you, they don't get mercy. Because you get to balance. If you still balance, finish now, if you still go create your own clique, still carry your own people come, that's why nobody they feel they stop them. How did they come into our society? They came in the name of the cow. Say with the real cow, with the do job for now. Nowhere for them they never survey. If this thing can be happening in Southern Kaduna, what did you think is going to happen in your own place? In your village, what do you think is going to happen? If this one can happen in Southern Kaduna, what do you think is going to happen in your place? So this thing keep on happening every day by day. We see there's a footage of a bandit using drone. Look at it. Maybe most of us might have seen it. They are inside the bush. They are everywhere. This one is also different from the other one you saw. They have different click. Just the same way you see a year. Bandits right now in our country is like cultists. And these people, they are foreigners. Who allowed them? We are here fighting ourselves. Look at social media space today. Nobody think about it yourself. You say you love your mother. And because of your man, your partner, you come joined. But you'll be hearing information about what's about to be for them. Do you think all this is a joke? 5G network is already there standby. They're going to work along with your system of what they're giving to you. All thing, they are still sending text messages to people. Come and take your injections. Anyone not concern you. You have not fought anything in your life. Only how you know how to fight is to fight your co-brothers. When two brothers is having problem, who won first play before. Instead of you to go there and make peace, what you do is to begin to escalate it. At the end of the day, what are you going to gain? Negligency, that's how we are going to lose our country for foreigners. Look at Roringbe today. Even the rubber estate, the Roringbe Dijin that is working there is not up to 20. Roringbe Dijin that is working. The you recently, I think that was the first day, they protested. One guy was sacked, automatic letter we were given, automatic sack we were given to him. They went there and protest. You don't have few Roringbe you that you guys employed. Why driving this one again? Before the board of managers and all of them came together and said, okay, now, let's try to resolve it. This is where we find ourselves today. Foreigners, Yoruba, now for Roringbe Estate, Roringbe Rubber Estate, foreigners. Do you know what it takes for you to be an indigene? The highest thing, the highest humiliation that can happen to you. Now, weapons come beat you join your house. That's why if you watch footballers now, if they are home, they do far better than when they are outside. That's why if you lose match away, all your supporter will be thinking when you come home, at least that strength will be there. Because it's a field you don't normally play all the time. The spirit of football will be with you in your own home. We lost everything. We are here abroad like more like a servant. The people would have even tried to, everybody's in abroad. But the rest, when we have, the after Yahweh, Yahweh, and all for that. Even when we have youth that was supposed to even gather up momentum, anyone who can do, let's secure our ancestral land. This boy right now, they went and reported the Fossa again in Oronegbe. What's this boy's offense? This is one they do so no go. Why not go Fulani can they kidnap us? They are selling out our heroes who would have stand to protect our lands. That's what they know how to do. Who is doing it? They call them Okarele. No, not Okarele, Okaku. And Okaku traditionally were supposed to be people who go for war, who protect the ancestral land. Right now, the Okaku of Uronigbe, what they now do, they sell the land to foreigners. Kill as many you can kill. And one thing I'm going to promise these people, excepting you just die, excepting you die, if you are alive, you are going to rust in prison. Mark to this date, you will not survive this thing you guys are putting yourself. Everybody cannot just be dumb. We know what it takes to live. Most of us, we are 20 years away from home. Most of us are 30 years away from home. Do you know we have fathers today in America who have spent 45 good years in exile? Some of them have spent 30 years. They have no home to call their own. We are just keeping quiet. After all, it does not mean. What about these people change their mind tomorrow? You are seeing film happen. What do you think that caused this food shortage? There's no food. 1 liter of groundnut a year that's supposed to, those days, let me just mention recently, before, let's say as at December, it was about €1 at time, €1.10. It's now €3.16. There is this bread that they call croissant. Let me show you part of it. Now the bread is this. See how they do for inside. Before, it was 89 centimes. Do you know how much it is as of today? €1.89. They add €1 on top. And it continues. Nobody knows when it's going to end. Do you know what causes it? It has something to do with the injection. Don't put mind on the war that is happening in Ukraine. They use that one to take cover. They use that one to take cover. Because the plan they have, since morning in our city here, it has been raining. I have not seen that kind of rain before. Weather manipulation. 3 weeks ago, it was dusty, dust the rain. Now God, they do that one. Weather manipulation. Now, the problem we got here, we know they do research. We know they do research. Here we are at times, we get a lot of information for free. My information, I know they get them for free. I don't get it for free. I work for it. And I calculate with the combined dots together. If I tell you the trumpet is going to sound, is to prepare your mind ahead. Let's fight this thing so that the life that is coming, you also be a part and parcel of it. Do you know what Buddy did recently? Last week here. He signed transgender. Little children. Little children right now, they can, a girl of 8, 10 years level can turn himself to become a boy. A boy of 8 years level can turn himself to be a girl. Women men will be in women's sports. That the government were clamoring for. Mommy, we don't come here. Mommy, we don't come here. I told you people now. But BBC will not tell you this. The stations in your country, maybe you live in, let's say for the Germany, they cannot televise it. But it's already into law already. Do you know what they are teaching your children in school recently now? They are teaching your children, if they have right to say they want to change themselves, if you don't like being a boy any longer, you can change and become a girl. You're happy about it. You don't see anything wrong with what's happening in the world. What pains me most is this. How will somebody be in life? You don't know that Agmona, Armageddon. I can't get it. I can't get it. The word is gone. When I was telling you, hold the line, not go give them, make them put something for your ear, because I know that what is coming, it is the survival of the fittest. Only the fittest of the fittest that can survive it. It is just the beginning. What about when they now plug what they have in mind? I know most of you today, you have tested yourself, say, government, and now you know only my coming. I don't bother myself by it any longer. Did I tell you no, yes or no? When now the Kanu say they are coming to come and raid you, are you not seeing the raiding today? Instead of soldiers to be on the road checking criminals, they are now putting themselves on the road. Even Sata Kaduna, they know that is that port. If they want to trace them with drone, they can be able to trace them and get them arrested. What is Erufai doing? Erufai is not doing anything. But you are preparing for presidency, looking for your favorite, whatever. God wants to give Nigerian a good leader, because once the trumpet sound, it goes sound all round. Nesera Gesera is going to be signed. We are going to be having quantum election, quantum physics, quantum computer, quantum internet. Everything is going to be quantum. But now, before that time will come, how are you going to fight to get to that time? Christianity one first talk about it too. He said, when the wicked ones is gone, can you be able to fight to make sure the wicked one is gone? Just for you to say no at times is difficult for we blacks. We don't know how to say no. I came here being a very good citizen right from time, obey law and order. We are never one day mobilized like one beat anybody. I know we have tried to defend ourselves. Oh, but that's not trying again. Not that the choice is so mad. So do I sell a mass till just to see those get artists and all of that. But people will come to your country, come the hustle, Sahel. We saw one that in a fucking animal. They drive us, enter us from farm. Common knockout we can't throw. Our men who would have also tried. The villagers, the useless Okago and the Okangele, they are suppressing them. As I tell you right now, one of the full soldiers we have in Ronegbe, a patriot, they went and report him again in zone 5. What is the crime of this very boy? Has this boy want to kidnap anybody? Why are you allowing Fulani? Why are you giving our lands to Fulani? Why are you people doing us like this? It's the crime of that very young man. And I'm assuring them, they've already sent one name to me. Owo arewebo, ima mwe problem in it. Owo na arewebo, we will gather strength to give him problem. How many of you here have started laying Oyibo on the road? You want to collect their land from there? Nobody's talking right now in Edo State. Go talk now. Just talk. Your own don't finish now. I trust the boys that we have. They would have been able. But our elders have collected money. Do you know since they started surrounding everywhere? Then we are here fooling ourselves. So every one of you, please, if you are my follower, if you love me, you are supposed to love whatever thing I love. Pray for Nnamdi Kanu's release. Pray for Nnamdi Kanu's release. It is very, very important that you pray for Nnamdi Kanu's release. Very, very important. Let not begin to use settlements. Let not begin to look some persons. If you check it in life, if you look at the book of Luke 22 verse 3, it says Satan entered into Judas, also called Iscariot, one of the 12, to serve Jesus. In any struggle, the reason why Solomon told us in the book of Proverbs, he said, guard your heart with all diligence. Out of it flow the issue of life. A lot of people do not know how to guard their heart. That's why you see them, who they are supporting today, they start insulting the person tomorrow massively. Devil can use anybody. At times you have worked, devil, they never want you to reap the fruit of your labor. You use your hand to spoil your thing where you don't already build. We just have few time left for us to get to a place of glory. But we are in the last fight. This is the most difficult part of everything up. That's why when I told you that time, you injecting yourself, you have not helped yourself. I tell you a pattern. And today, that one on the can't. As me want go buy something, it will be ye. Now so you want buy. You know if you go market now, because when you go market, make them sell them for you original price. No. It's impossible. Now the same thing you buy. If you go gas station, you want to go buy fuel, they don't feel say, okay, now, hey, okay, you are part of us. We'll sell for you free. Now the same thing. Now the same way rain go take beat you. If you dey waka, now you go take beat me. That's why I told you before, now you have not helped yourself. A man that saw what was about to be for his people, he revealed unto them. Now don't be God sent to. The word of God is not all about creating church, be in one place, put people into mental slavery, hypnotize them with the body of Christ. You know. But there was body of Christ, there was body of God. Moses were part of the people who made the body of God real. Moses was a full soldier. In that book of Numbers 31 verse 49, they came and met Moses. He said, we have counted the soldiers. Listen, he said, we have counted the soldiers under your control. He said, none is missing. Because he went to that war with God empowering him. Because all about was to protect the image of God. There have been bad people right from time. But the way we are hypnotized, we feel the only problem we have is spiritual. After you might have equipped yourself spiritually, you have to go on the ground and also do some practical work. So if the federal government of Nigeria, because the federal government of Nigeria wants you to die, that's why they lock Nnamdi Kanu up. Nnamdi Kanu, they don't almost stretch in hand reach Edo State. I know some beneath we have it everywhere. It's everywhere. They were trying to claim this, but they cannot. Since maybe they know and they hate themselves. Since what is happening in Ronegbe, have you ever seen any blogger talk about what's happening in Ronegbe? I'm only the person. I talk about what happened in Obanyanto the other day. Am I from Obanyanto? Oh, the name we will get, not be una get the name. They didn't talk about it. It was only one or two persons that talked about it. Everywhere is massacre. We only want to use settlement for everything. And one thing you have to know, the change that is coming, nothing can stop it. They are going to kill you ignorantly for nothing. After killing you, a lot of name is going to be restored back. The Edo State you are today, the name is going to be changed. The Nigerian you are today, things is going to be placed right the way it ought to be. You cannot stop what is coming. I told you it's a year of transformations. You can transform and become zombie. You can transform and become God's own son, God's own image and after his likeness. It's of two ways. But only the people with their real consciousness, it is the survivor of the fittest. Only the fittest of the fittest that can survive. A lot of people right now, they begin to lose their mind already. If you travel home right now, excepting maybe somebody will know they think. Like me now, you cannot tell me to embark on journey to Nigeria. I will not go. What do you want to do? I will not go. Because I don't know when the one will lay. But we still choose to give out informations, to fight for our brothers and sisters that's at home. So, Nigerian government or all this cabal locking up Nnamdi Kanu was for you to die. It was not for your favor. It was for you to die now. If Nnamdi Kanu was in free world, just give Nnamdi Kanu 3 months. All the old banditry, even though you are banditry or you are ZT3, it will fish you out. That guy, especially me, is a full soldier. Those are Moses. All these are Moses. So. You only believe on Adeboye and Oyedele, but praise the Lord. What are the Lord? What miracle are they happening? Look at one young guy that only came up right now. All this one, he don't raise up dead body. Why not let's put this magic together? Let's secure our lands. Let us secure our lands. But nobody cares. For somebody to form a security outfit, who could challenge the Fulani? Who could challenge them? But do we have any other thing right now? We don't have any force. Police belong to the Fulani. For your information, the reason why they are destroying barracks, anywhere they feel that you have a soldier that can protect you tomorrow, they'll go and eradicate that soldier. They're taking over police stations. They're taking over the whole barracks. That's why today no Fulani is in any custody anywhere. Am I be soil? And these are people who live one of the most useless life. The yes-men. In go, in where? But if you want to go and spray money to dance, I think they'll see some packing useless people to UK now, for sure, Abi. You will do some in Germany, do some in Spain. But your ancestral home, if I tell you how these people fight hard to make sure their land remains, you'll be amazed. Where you are today, they fool yourself. They fought for it. Patriots fought for it. It took patriotism to build a nation. I think Nigeria right now, we want to build and Nigeria is liquidated. It's bad now. Now people want to build them. Are you part of it? Are you building by your discussions? Have you been able to lay aside ethnicity? Have you been able to say, no, I be the so Ovibo Nyamiri, Ovibo no go Nyamiri again, we are one? You are not. Most of you feel I have resident. Okay, me no get. Now he let me be here. I will be here. Me no get stay for where me dey. I be no say no level high past my own. But you not fair respect me. You not fair respect me. I tell you, me shut up your mind. It's what I do. It's my own right. I never want to be intimidated or humiliated. That's why I don't commit crime. Only what will make you to handcuff me is when I commit crime. So even in this struggle we are today, we have boundaries. If you want these people to respect you, first of all, respect yourself. At times, when some certain person, I found out that the people that are always interested in fighting for freedom for other people are people that don't really need that freedom. What did they do now? So enough it do me. I will keep information I have to myself. But based on I'm a nice person, I was not born wicked. Now you know what they worry you. Look at our senators right now. I think all of them are vying for positions. We are people in Orion today who are going for House of Rep, House of Assembly. Why are they not talking about the menace we are facing? At least, what made myself know the best way to choose a leader, it is look at the antecedente penales of that person or antecedente of that person. What is this person capable of doing? Before now, what has he been doing? Normally, we are going to check your record. Then, we'll put you there in the position. But our own, they just come from nowhere and say, vote for me. Now, has he showed to us what he wants to go and represent us for? This is how our politics is. I'm surprised. Voting for somebody who I never wanted to go for protest, he's not a patriot. He's even useless politicians. He doesn't even know what he's doing. Some group of people will convince you in media because they have a bigger platform. Please, let's vote for this person. They are drawing you along so that money will want come their pocket made for big. That's why they are drawing you along. They are not drawing you along because you want to come and better the society. So, the kind of society you want to live, my dear, let's join hands together to fight for it. Now, When God sent Isaiah to go and meet Ezekiel in the book of Isaiah chapter 38, he said, "Thus saith the Lord of hosts, that this sickness is going to lead unto death. Put your hearts together, you are going to die." That's what God sent Isaiah to come and tell Ezekiel in the book of Isaiah 38. What did Ezekiel say? He said, "God, check my record, that he had done well." If you also look at the book of 1 Timothy 5:7, he said, "Let the elder that rule well be counted worthy of double honor, especially those that labor in word and in doctrine." But if you take our political space today, somebody will just come from nowhere. Vote for me. I want to cause a change. How? How is it going to cause the change? So this way of find ourselves today. Then you want me to remain this kind of life with you? Never. I have a wish. And there is a will of God that must take place. Our situation must change. You yourself, you can't hold it. But what pains me most is that millions of people are going to die during assimilation. Millions are going to be assassinated in our country. They are going to kidnap many and they will kill many. You are seeing it already. All is a part of the population agenda. That's why Antonio Guterres, the Secretary General of EU, at the UN, he can't talk about it. International Criminal Court cannot come and talk about it. That's why right now, all of them concentrate on Ukraine. Because they want to create a scene. If I want to start telling you now what happened between Will Smith and Chris Rock, it was just to also distract your attention. You are not going to believe, so not for me to talk about it. You are not so going to believe. Have you ever asked, who is Will Smith? Will Smith now like this now. You don't know? A man that no information die easily. It's better you have information before you get money than you get money, you don't get information. If you don't get information, they'll quick play you for one now. Because they are going to use it for wash one day. So many things you are seeing right now is the propaganda machine. They just want to distract you so that you focus your mind on things that are irrelevant. Do you know why Facebook today, it gives our people that insult themselves viewers? Check out the people watching today. This is not the original purpose of this page. You don't let them view, therefore don't remove them. But I see time they said they will leave them at all. I think they said just leave them. But go and watch our people doing SAG right now. Somebody arrested somebody called person, mama, what are you going to learn there? Are you a coach? One go learn how to course. For somebody to wait here right now, add to the information that he has, they will not. That's why they are going for the fourth one already. Fourth one. They are going. Because your lack of information is going to make you deformed. That's what's about. But I choose not to selfish. But how of which they can release Wetin Nnamdi Kanu for us so that the few things remaining, let's say how can be able to replace it. As soon as these people hear whistle, you don't have a government. You don't have a state government. You don't have a federal government. You don't think you have. The only people that can lay arrest are people that are not threats to the society. That's who they can lay arrest. Say mandatory, nobody go there. That's why no government. All these anti-grazing bee, they are only just signing it. Make you stay happy. And they don't see inside the bush. Just make them on the content, make them they do open grazing. Which one they do before? And you don't see them everywhere. Tell your governor to arrest any full animal with cow, whether I go stand smell daybreak. Because they are all under the same system. That's why any person that say he want to come and liberate us, he shouldn't want to be contesting through APC and let me use APC for the now because they are the one that brought up this mess. PDP that would have also been opposition party, who would have try to see how they can privately join hands with Nnamdi Kanu to make sure that they save their nations. They don't care. Go on. None of their children is at home. These idiots celebrating birthday, people were writing here and there. I just wonder. Someone who does not care whether your father will go to farm, who have not done anything good in the state that we are seeing today. Mention one thing Oshiomhole did that Edo people up to today, we are happy about it, if not Oshiomhole. For 8 years, that we are happy about at least this thing, he did it. Go and see road, we are still tying. Erosion is still everywhere. School, we are still, children are still sitting down on the ground today. Crimes are still everywhere. Then you are happy celebrating such an idiotic man. Una think say na me they do. Small pikin wey pull fire for house. He not remove his papa and mama this thing no. Amoromore yo, amaro go ravi yo. Na me una they do. Now let my papa my mama for the sorry for now say oh they ferry. Thank God I was able. My father and mother were not kidnapped by Fulani. I buried them. I think I should call myself an hero. Go to burial now. If you are not with four soldiers, except the ones they don't want to attack you. Everywhere is menace. Everywhere. But we are here. How can you be in a foreign land? Your land is in siege. What pains me more that all of them are just feeling unconcerned, not concerning. I don't really day here, I don't really day here. Now, so you wicked. Where is now the Christianity in you? So, to recap it, maybe by the grace of God, later in the day, we might be doing another video again, strictly about the release of MAZI Nnamdi Kanu. If they love what they are doing, no Nnamdi Kanu, no election. If they not release Nnamdi Kanu, there's no election. No Nnamdi Kanu, no election. Every one of us should be hashtagging it. No Nnamdi Kanu, no election. I know a lot of our people, they are just being betrayers. It's not about the man here. It's all about the ideology that he has. If you look at Nnamdi Kanu's ideology, it's what most of us today we have. We have it flowing in our blood already. If there's anything that must go on in our state right now that we want to contribute to make sure it works, no Nnamdi Kanu will not get interest. Let them release him. If our leaders, politicians that are going for presidency, if they are really coming to come and make Nigeria to be great again, let them start it by fighting bail for MAZI Nnamdi Kanu. Because what they are assuming they stand for is what Nnamdi Kanu stand for. There's no different. Why did I always support our freedom fighters? I feel that what I'm doing to liberate my people is what you are doing. If they are looting on you, I must come in. It is when you are just SAG. People when they do SAG, now me and them will not be friends. So whatever thing that's happening to them, I just leave them, let them do their own. Particularly this recent one right now. You don't see me there. I will not consider this one and make I forget. No, I don't do it. But if you were to be a freedom fighter, par excellence, I will tell him you have not done this one well. Look at the area you are supposed to do like this and like this. So that's how it is. So the ideology of Nnamdi Kanu is what most of us has right now. And every reasonable Nigerian should be having the ideology of Nnamdi Kanu. If by now you still hate MAZI Nnamdi Kanu, you are not seeing any reason why you should let go. My dear, God will won't punish you. Go read the book of Matthew 28 verse 2. He said there was a great earthquake and an angel descended from heaven. The angel, they fall, they come. And all sin your wawa. Because it's an act of wickedness. Why do you always support our freedom fighter? I have not met Igbo before. I prayed for him even in the sea when he was arrested. I have not met him before. I'm not tribalistic. Yorubama is my brother. The real Fulani, not the herdsmen, the real Fulani. If real Fulani man come and say, God tell me, say, I want me Nigerian, I can pay for him. I'm not tribalistic. I do not believe on ethnicity. I believe so much on your good ideology that you have that will change the fake narrative of yesterday and make every one of us live the life we are supposed to live. I can choose to support an Igbo man. Your father told you of Igbo Nyameri. My father never told me of Igbo Nyameri. So if you used to be my friend, my supporting Nnamdi Kanu makes you hate me. Now you know that Toma Pokulo does not concern me. A freedom in Ronigbe is a freedom in Abuja. Oppression in California is oppression in Ronigbe. That's my own. I don't get the time of we on a day, so that's why I told you before now. I'm still in prison with Nnamdi Kanu. Because I felt something, a virtue have gone out of me. He's a man every one of us were looking into. Right now, he has set up this thing. This man was never a criminal. The federal government of Nigeria tagged him a terrorist. Now, why has Fulani, why are they not be tagged as a terrorist? Do you see the federal government of Nigeria? What crime has IPOP committed? They didn't commit any crime. The only crime he committed that stop killing my people. He's always like that anyway. It happened to Moses. After Moses killed 2 Egyptians and hid them under the sand, another day again was coming out. He saw 2 Israelites fighting and he intended to call them. Please stop fighting yourself, your brother. He said, you want to come and kill me the way you killed 2 persons the other day. Then I said, Pharaoh might have known about this. He ran. It was the Israelite who told him to his face that he's a murderer. Then he ran to go and reinforce. So what's happening to Nnamdi Kanu today? It happened to every freedom fighter in the Bible. Ordinarily do happen. But Nnamdi Kanu, I tell you today, is a game changer. Please, if you are a follower here, do not listen to a lot of shenanigans that you are seeing. These people, this one is fighting himself. But you know the most interesting thing of all? This one said, you are not doing it well. This one said, you are not doing it well. At the end of the day, Chuko Okabiama will be praised at the end of the day. Whichever way you are going to fight for the liberation of your leader, fight and make come out. If you check it today now, they have different ideology. Why is it like that? That's devil's work. Senior not do like senior, junior not do like junior. So we are watching. The most interesting part of it, they should leave this man. And the whole governors in Nigeria should be able to test the capability and capacity of this very man. He's born as a leader. He can solve the insecurity problem in Nigeria. He can solve it. He has the strength. He has the brain. That man, he's going to rule the world. That's not the kind of you people are seeing. No matter the little beginning you are seeing today, he's a smart guy. He's a smart guy. If not because people sold him out, by now, you will be happy, I will be happy. These people would have not been having anyway. Nigeria would have not become a place, let's go and hustle. The way they go Ghana, that year go the hustle. Look at now when you went to Ghana. They started deporting you. You didn't commit any crime. We were pressing. But these people, they are not putting it, brother, like we are here. They wait who they want to kidnap. You cannot enter train in Kaduna. You cannot pass through the road. Airport, you cannot fly. And it going to extend everywhere. Because now people are coming there to come and hustle. They make Nigeria right now a hustling ground, just the same way our people to go to Bamako and hustle. And they want to come to hustle us, now they hustle us to death. And every one of us is a coward. They will not feel poor up for Emila body and hustle. Where these people will not see an enemy and soon no was soon word than a rowa. Do I go again or one? And I can wear everything to a zero. Everybody reading lamentation. The key one today. Now, I want to avoid the soldiers here. I also heard that government also attack 2 road safety. They attack road safety, they kill 2. Why not gang up together and begin to look for these bandits instead of looking for your own boys? These are they will kill all of you. They will kill all of you. These people they mean them. Each of you serving now a country. If you are saying you are faithful, loyal, and honest to serve Nigeria with all your strength, you don't serve this kind of country with all your strength. What you do, you run. You are not supposed to be serving. It's expired. Are you deaf? Pass land, go take a refugee for Algeria. Or just go Libya. What are you doing there? Your life is not safe. Do you know anywhere they invade right now, they go away with the ammunition? That's the best way. The government of the day who is sponsoring all the banditry, give them ammunition. They are no longer using a helicopter. Please, we just loaded the ammunition in so and so barrack. Go and invade them and collect everything. They will collect it. They will collect it. Imagine 12 soldiers die instantly. We are not talking about civilians right now. Where the team for resold their body. Borno, Benue. Do you know Zamfara? Those areas, you are talking about Ukraine. Hey, Ukraine. A lot of you are stupidly insulting Putin, who wants you to stay alive. Don't you know in life, everything has its own use. Putin has been a stubborn person. Why has he been stubborn? He did not give Russian territory for these women. He did not give it to them. They cut out Ukraine 30 years ago. I think 1991 was when Ukraine got their independence. They give them independence without a border license. Have you confirmed that? They will not confirm it. Oh, well, why you man and your can work then you argue blindly. Why did they give them border license? The process of being a sovereignty nation, they don't give them. Because let's make here a den of thieves. And thank God for Putin. A labian yafe, or your boss you talk, a property of Obama, Hillary Clinton, a badinwa, that is the thing they paid them. They don't know what they want to do. He paid the rich bone. He paid the rich bone. Why are they not interested about other countries? Why are they not interested? So we should stop fooling ourselves and let care for ourselves. The problem we have in Nigeria is bigger than the one in Europe. It's bigger than the one in Europe. If you feel international community will not see, we have to be international community for ourselves. Being that this animal is the source of their livelihood, what are you supposed to do? What are you supposed to do? We have to keep it quiet. We too strategize. We are not known for this. We are becoming too momo. That one sleep with cow finish that now constantly sell. Where back cow now? Do you know when last I eat cow? At least we can afford it here abroad. Do you know when last I eat cow? You put 4 minutes for soup. We are tired of even eating. It be a problem away. And go with cow. Leave them for them. Nigeria don't wise. They are no longer buying animals. Why are they not doing foreign meat? Why are they not importing it? Where did they import and go? Sacrificing your life. Some useless that's now for Benin. Now the same cow business that they do. Now the same people tomorrow you go clap for. You cannot fight for yourself. You cannot fight for that person. Somebody is just in prison. You not the kind of for collecting money. He's in prison for you. I know you will not believe because now. He is in prison for me. He's also in prison for you. 33 years old man that just died, nailed at the cross. Now we carry sins. Now the blood now. It's again hot by Gogo. Now the blood go come shoot person. We are just fooling ourselves. We don't know. We are fooling ourselves. Let's be a full soldier. Let's do it the way it was written down in the Bible. Let's be frank and sincere. If these people were preaching the real word of God, not going to pay me. When Moses were to pass through a city, when they left Egypt, going to the promised land, there was called one king Sihon. They wrote a letter to the man that, please, allow us to pass through your city. We not go look left. We not go look right. We not go touch anything. But allow us to pass. Do you know what that man said? He said, lie. Now Moses, you pray. Say, God, deliver this king to my hand. Moses, you kill everybody. Now, where did you people get this stupidity from? Go and read your Bible now. What of Matthew 11 verse 12? What did he say? Since the day of John the Baptist, it's up to now. The kingdom of heaven suffered violent. Only the violent men that take it by force. You are not violent. They are killing us every day by day by day. You can't do it to me here. I'll be work out today. We both will use egg taste on me. Then I look and say maybe the craze or maybe an set or maybe an enemy from my father's our pass. The next day again, no, the third one was but the befi, even in the foreign land, what is happening to you as a child cannot happen to me. A person like me, they hope, we for don't settle this matter. Me and not be all those who are stupid ruggedity. We for don't settle them. Somebody will kill your man for fun. The animals see they pass up and down. Huh? Black today, they get out for this giant. Now people fight put. People died. You are afraid to die. You are afraid to die. Now they have a problem. We are afraid to die. And if they want to kill you now, they'll come kill you. You can't go die for waiting on them. It is better you die in war than to say bullet meeting for his house. That's why if you just cast now, one moment, it was one. Or me also Zelensky is going to be real. I can't be make busy. He must obey. All of us are just there fooling ourselves. Election come now. Some group of idiots is trying to gather some gullibles. More campaign for this person. What have this person been doing before the election? What does he be doing? Like now, I me myself know say election supposed to be. Maybe this guy don't take for this struggle if we put this guy, make this guy go for us now, make go represent us now. He go bamo. He remete woyi. Look at what is happening in Orion to the happening in Edo State. You don't see any of these people talk about it. Even in Spanish politics. That the guy that was there before this present one, Mariano Rajoy. Mariano Rajoy that was there before Pedro Sanchez came in. During the time of Zapatero, 2005, Mariano Rajoy not real Zapatero sleep. Now so go they talk. Oh my my dear, where they give a position where party can later win. He no rule second time finish. Il all le resign. Or resign. Okay, where we do get. The guy that's even ruling it was a combination of votes from this Pablo Iglesias. They are presidential aspirant of Podemos, and they call the political party. The vote where the guy gets, Pedro Sanchez couldn't. Now they join vote together. But the guy don't resign now. Vice president with Diana and one woman. First time for a woman to be vice president in Spain. The minister for defense now still woman. You know. So please let's try. No wake up from our slumber. Your share, your core, what you support on media, have a long way to go. No, they follow the mainstream media. Do you know what the meaning of television? Can I tell you? They tell lie to your vision. That's television. That's why you can watch television at the end of the day, you become senseless. If not me that brought it out here, so but watch well for this war before it comes to video. One person will die, they smoke. The other one, breeze can remove something come off for your face. If you the watch more the boy with the show for telly, you the watch and well. Some of them, though, all these teddy bear or mannequin, they call it mannequin. All those human with the wear clothes for this thing, they'll come wear them, but now they put for ground. Dead body no ladian river. Now you viola the mindset level. And the people they went to go and raid was like this Fulani, the Kazarian mafias, and the Nazi Malaysians that what will they go for. The same Nazi Malaysia were the people that caused the Second World War. They have their camp there. They still get where they oppress for Ukraine there. The real Ukrainian, they are happy. Today they are saying, Baba wa wese bima. Putin wese, no adomi mafa. But you are here fooling yourself. Just the same way it is right now. Some people are happy that you are being kidnapped. If tomorrow we succeeded in raiding them away, and you know, your brother will be happy at home. So they themselves will be complaining that so and so person is killing people. Who is he killing? The bad Fulani is what they are killing. The bad Boko Haram is what they are killing. The bad ISWAP is what they are killing. Did the same thing that happened in Ukraine. They need to make that land, pack your things and go away. A lot of labs, biochemical labs, were all there. Nuclear sites are there. So all those things where Putin went to go and removed, concern you. Then why is that Putin bad? And look where some of you don't understand though. What does it take to think? I'm not taking it up to thinking now. The easiest thing to do is to think. Each of you do they think. They find name where you want to call people. They think about what thing they happen. God will inspire you. So I choose to be breaking a lot of things down right now. So if Nnamdi Kanu is given chance, he can solve the insecurity problem in Nigeria. Under 3 months, it will solve. So let's remove his, my dear, what is coming. Or the quarry é só muito duro. É uma fish miskila, observe. Even on day, é uma fish miskila, observe. Even on day. You better help yourself with your decisions. Have you seen any sign? Have you seen any sign that things is going to be cheap soon? No sign yet. No sign yet. I'll get back for them all. He heard this thing in Michigan the other day in Washington. He had rally. He talked about a lot of things. I even screened, rebroadcast it during when they were online, So, because the hours are long. I come from one place, about 1 hour, 48 minutes, So he talked about a lot of things. Everything he's telling you, they just read. You just read. So, now to this in America now. We have Restore Republic. We have the other distance. So, we always win. And my next prayer for the military, for the Marine, for the White House, for the Space Force, for the Galactic Federations, and for all the alliance all over the world who have joined effort together to make sure this world is not taken over by burdens and the deep states. Our still will keep on protecting them. Somebody as you speak is guarding you, not the blood is guarding you. Don't fully. The blood is not guarding you anything. People just sacrifice their life for you to be alive. Not the blood, not the useless prayer your pastor is praying. We need people on the field. They say the harvest are many, but the laborers are few. Let them form a formidable force to take all these people away from the streets. So please, if you are traveling this very period, be very, very careful. Always pray in the name of your natural whatever we believe in. That's all. So do have a nice day, everyone, and God bless you all. Today is 6th Wednesday, early in the morning. I think we started this broadcast around around 1 a.m. or so, or to 1. Let's call it 1 a.m. 1 a.m. Wednesday, 6th of April 2022. So do have a nice day, everyone, and God bless you. For those of you at time that want to reach us on our telephone number is +34 631 056 284 +34 631 056 284. So whatever information you hear here, also extend it to your loved one. Please tell your people. When you home, Emma. When I from no need to another aware naba no mama no the waiting a woman me da mana gbon o wa bolo waiting roy Emma venu ri ese ni oma iri Emma ya ya hinzo. So do have a nice day, everyone, and God bless you.
Now we don't hear from Comrade Duty. Let us know what you think for comment section. If you never subscribe to Dan ARG YouTube, try make you subscribe so that make you for the hear all the things where they happen for Nigeria. Make I leave you now with this video, make you help us share them. Thank you for watching Dan ARG YouTube.